Let history mark this date. It is October 17th in the middle of the night, and the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0 after the Eagles give the Dallas Cowboys a beating in the first half, a beating they couldn't come back from. Dallas still stinks. You're right doing, King Dingbat here, and welcome to the Victory Celebration Room, better known as my garage, where we come out to smoke a victory cigar each time the Philadelphia Eagles get another win. And at this rate, they're not going to lose any games. It feels like that. The Eagles are 6-0. Now, we can't smoke the cigar in the house because if we do that, the wife will double moonwalk my ass, and then I'll be sitting in my own blood and piss, and I can't have that. It stinks. So we come out here to the Victory Celebration Room, and we chill out, we smoke a cigar, and we enjoy the victory. And this victory, this is the sweetest victory of all year. Of all year. Every game this year, nothing has been as sweet as this one right here. Because tonight, we didn't just beat the Minnesota Vikings. We beat the Dallas stinking Cowboys. Dallas still stinks. We took it from them after people thought they were going to walk all over us. After people thought we couldn't play and that we were pretenders. We went in there and we took their soul. We took their soul in the first half. In the first half, we took their souls. And they were lucky they even had any fight left. Now, before we light this up, I got to dedicate this cigar. And I mean, there's a couple guys you can definitely dedicate this cigar to, but I really want to dedicate it to one guy tonight. I do, because I thought his play, his interception at the point, his second interception at the point it happened, really sealed the deal for the Eagles, and that's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is getting better and better each week. He's making that move to safety this year, and ever since getting him from the Saints, I like the attitude he brings. I like the toughness. He was injured. He came back in, made a tremendous interception. And you know what? I got to give it to him, man. I got to give it to him. Other guys, James Bradbury, thought he was good. Miles, Jalen Hurts. There's a lot of guys. The Eagles' offensive line, even though they were banged up, they held Micah Parsons to 0 sacks. He did nothing, okay? So we got to dedicate it to all those guys, and we got to light this bad boy up because tonight is a special night. This is a big, big win, not just because we're 6-0, but because it was the Dallas Cowboys. So with that said, I light this bad boy up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one is not bad. What the hell is that? Did you hear that? That was weird. I don't know what the hell that was. I think some sort of like lion, mountain lion must be out here. Hope if I get bit or mauled or something, you know what happened to me. Something's out here. Did you hear that? That was crazy. Anyways. It does. It tastes so good when it touches your lips. This one tastes even better than the other ones. I can see why this one was more expensive. I'm going to have to get more of these. Light it if you got it, Man, what a game. Oh, wait, this light's going to go out. Watch. Yeah, it's going to go out in a second. What a game. What a game. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm losing my voice. I'm spent. I'm spent from tonight. It was a hell of a game. And this game had a lot of meaning to me. It did, because, last year when we played Dallas, the first game in Dallas, they beat the crap out of us. And there was no excuses. We just got destroyed. We got destroyed. And that was bad enough. I had to hear it. I had to do some stupid thing for Mark Holmes. And, it was tough. But we were going to get another shot at the Cowboys. That was the plan. So I was waiting for that, you know. And then we clinched a playoff spot. And in that second game, we don't end up playing our starters versus Dallas. Yet, the Cowboy fans were acting like, you know, that game still counted and you're playing our starters and we're just a bad team. And I was waiting for this game. When that schedule came out, I circled this game on my calendar because I wanted Dallas to play us with the guys we have because I knew we could take them out. And not only did we take them out, let me tell you, we beat the crap out of them. In that first half, we beat the crap out of them. I said, the Cowboys are going to run into a buzzsaw. Eagles are going to go up early, and then Dallas is going to try to crawl itself back. It's exactly what happened. Dallas wasn't ready for that, okay? And let me say this. To the Cowboy fans, congratulations on a hard-fought win. You guys, or you didn't win, but hard-fought loss, rather, because you lost. However, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was going to say for a second. You got to forgive me, it's like the middle of the night. But what I was trying to say was, you know, congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys on a hard-fought loss. They lost, but I got to give them some respect. They didn't quit. They kept fighting. They kept battling back. And so, you know, respect for that. You know, I give them respect for not quitting when they could have, you know. And look, they're playing without a starting quarterback. And they still were 4-1 coming into this game. So they've done a good job. We will see them again. But tonight is not about that. Tonight is about the Philadelphia Eagles. Because the Philadelphia Eagles are now 6 and mother humping. Oh, 6-0, baby. And we're going into the bye week at the perfect time because we got a lot of people who are injured. It's going to be great. It's like there's all these cars driving by. There's all these people I hear. You hear that? You hear those people? Like, go to bed. It's the middle of the night. Go to bed. Why are you all up? You know, this is California. Don't they have curfews or something? They have everything else against us. Why not that? Just kidding. I don't like curfews. Man, what a game. You know, the Eagles came out and they just took it to Dallas. Dallas didn't know what hit them. You know, they didn't know. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't stop the Eagles' offense. It was great. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic. And, you know, the Eagles go up 20-0. Then, of course, you know, Dallas battles back, makes it a close game. This, I got to say, this is got a lot to do with the Eagles and less Dallas, in my opinion. And why am I saying that? And I'm not going to, listen, I'm not here to complain about the Eagles and the victory. I'm just going to talk about one thing that I think they need to work on going forward, okay? This is a constructive criticism. But the Eagles, every game they've played, pretty much, except for maybe the Jacksonville game, they've been up big. They've been up big. And even late in that game, they were up big, I think, against Jacksonville. And they allow these teams to get back in it. It happened to Detroit, happened to Minnesota, happened to Washington, happened to Jacksonville, even though they went down 14-0 in that game. And then last week versus Arizona, they were up 14-0. And they let them crawl back in. 20-0 tonight. And they let Dallas crawl back in. And I know when it was. At least in my theory. I have an opinion, right? I have a theory. I think the Eagles, I think when Dallas had that third, it was fourth and inches. They roll out Cooper Rush, and he goes to throw incomplete, right? Instead of just quarterback sneaking in the first down. But they do this 4th and inches at their 35, and they roll him out. He doesn't get it. At that point, I believe it's 20-0, it's 17-0, something like that. At that point, you could tell Dallas was totally dejected. And what you had to do is you had to basically go at him. You had to be aggressive in that spot and try to score a touchdown. And the Eagles came out. And I think in that moment, when that offense came out, they were different than they had been the previous part of the game. It's just like they went to this conservative shell. And it's like, no, you got to go for the kill. You know, and then they kick a field goal, and that became 17-0. Then Darius Slay gets a pick. down in the Cowboys territory. They do the same thing, give up and kick another field goal. It was like they were okay with kicking field goals and just adding points instead of saying, listen, Dallas, we have them on the ropes. They're rattled right now. If we score a touchdown, we're going to take their soul out of them. We're going to take it. And I thought the Eagles needed to be just a little more aggressive down there. And they weren't. And maybe Dallas, maybe they felt like they had 2 small victories holding us to only 6 points on, 2 times. And then they had the kickoff return. And, in the NFL, especially pros, the NFL, if you slowly start getting momentum, just a little bit here, a little bit there, it could start with a first down, then maybe another first down. When teams get momentum rhythm, sometimes it's hard to turn that back on. And the Eagles did it again. They've got to get better at making sure they know when to finish teams. They got to learn how to close out. They have to. They have to know when to end it. That's my opinion, and they haven't figured that out yet. I think they just get a little too conservative. That is my biggest criticism of this team so far. You just got to get better at it, and they will. They got to get that killer instinct. That's what I'll say. So that's one thing that they got to do going forward. Because listen, they're in a good division. The Eagles are good. The Giants are good. Dallas is in 3rd place. Dallas is 4-2 though. If the Eagles were playing the Giants and they did that, I think they would have lost. Because the Giants are very good at coming back. The Eagles are very good at going up early and then giving a lead, almost giving a game away. So that's my only criticism I really have. I mean, there's a few other things, but that's something they have to address. And hopefully they'll think about it and go back and figure it out during the bye week. Other than that, what can you say? You're 6-0. This team is killing it. Killing it. I love it. Man, one good thing about doing it this late night, it's like a lot cooler outside. It's like kind of starting to get cool finally. And you know what that means. Halloween in a couple of weeks. And my kids are old enough, they go trick-or-treating now. They can go themselves. They're kind of like, maybe they got maybe 1 year of trick-or-treating left. Maybe 2 max. But, they go trick-or-treating. I'm staying home. I'll stay out here in the victory celebration room, smoke stogies, watch kids trick-or-treat, going, what the hell are you? What the hell are you? What the hell are you? Hey, you got a Cowboy shirt on. Get out of here. You can't get no candy. No candy for you. Cowboy stuff. Get that satanic stuff out of my house. But I like this time of year. I do. I definitely do. What a game. What a game. So the Eagles are 6-0. Now, people laughed at me when I said if the Eagles beat the Cardinals, they would beat Dallas. And then I think they go 10-0. And I do. I think they're going to go 10-0. Because here's why. You have Pittsburgh coming up next, right? Pittsburgh at home. You should win that game. Then I think you have Houston. Then you have Washington. Then you have Indianapolis. Those are 4 wins the Eagles should have. So they should be 10-0 before they play Green Bay. Green Bay stinks. Did you see Green Bay? They stink, man. Holy crap. The Jets took it to them. Green Bay, Rams aren't that good. These teams aren't that good. Really, the best teams are in the NFC East. The best teams in the conference, I think, are in the NFC East. How can you not say that, And we just happen to be the best. I like Nick Sirianni. I do. I like him. I even like Steichen. I just think they got to get a little more aggressive. Be a little more aggressive and finish off teams, man. Know when to go for the kill. Kobe Bryant, you know what I mean? He was a stone cold killer. He knew when he had to make that one bucket, that one thing that was going to kill you. He'd kill you. Same with Jimmy Butler. That's why I always like Jimmy Butler. Eagles have to learn that. They have to learn that. If they do, they'll be fine. Here's the thing with you. This is crazy, right? It's crazy. If you look at the Eagles, honestly, you look at all the games we played, we're 6-0. Can you tell me one game in which this team played 60 minutes of football on either the offense or defense for both sides? They haven't played a complete game yet, and they're beating the crap out of teams. They're beating the crap out of teams. This team is so talented. Okay? Can you imagine if they just were consistent for 60 minutes versus Dallas? They would have put up 40 points. Put up 40 points. And this is like every week. This team is learning how to win. That's where they're young. They're learning how to win. They got young coaches. They're learning how to win. Now they need to do is learn how to finish them. Learn how to make sure that you stomp on somebody's neck or team's neck and they don't get up from it. That's what we got to learn. But we are on our way. We are on our way. I love it. Oh, man. I can't wait for Christmas. Can't wait to put all the Christmas lights up, the Christmas tree. I can't. My favorite time of the year. I can't wait for eggnog. I love eggnog. Why isn't there no keto eggnog? Somebody tell me that. Why isn't there no keto eggnog? Don't get it. I don't get it. You know? It seems like it would be an easy thing to make. I don't want to make it myself. Last time I tried that, it was disgusting. Yeah, we could do that. Man, I tell you what, James Bradbury has to be signed. He has to be brought back. You've got to bring this guy back. The guy is good. He makes play after play after play. Him with Darius Slay is unbelievable. Which is another reason why I'm like, Gannon, be more aggressive. You got a hell of a set of cornerbacks. Use them to your advantage. You know? But hey, it is what it is. 6-0, and we'll take it. That's the most important thing. And you know what else is interesting? And this isn't related to the game, but you think about it. The Eagles are 6-0. They're going to bye week. You got the trade deadline coming in like a couple weeks, right? The Eagles being on a bye week, to me, this is like prime time for the Eagles to go ahead and make a trade. Make a trade while you're on your bye week. Give the player you trade for a few weeks to adapt. Watch out, because Howard Roseman may be looking to strike. He may want to do that. So it's going to be very interesting, you know. Man, I love this team. I love this team. God, 6-0. First time 6-0 since 2004. I don't see any losses on the horizon, unless we, you know, we come in not ready, or we overlook somebody, have a letdown. The Eagles were ready to play today. They came out firing on all cylinders, and it was a bustle. I said it's going to be a bustle. Dallas was looking around like this. You know, what the hell's going on? Mark Holmes is sitting there, chicken wings all hanging out. He's sucking the DNA out of the bones. He's literally sucking the DNA out of his bones, of them chicken wings. He thought they were going to win. He couldn't believe what happened. They were speechless. My chat, Cowboy fans, got speechless. But shout out to all the Cowboy fans, and there's a lot of you. There's a decent number of them, I got to be honest. Decent number of them that said, congratulations, you guys won this game. We'll see you again. You know, I respect that. So thank you very much. And to those people, I say, hey, great game. We'll see you again. And, you know, you guys keep fighting. Much respect to that. To those who say, no, you only beat our backup quarterback, I say this. White rerun. I love white rerun. Yeah, I gotta get my suspenders. Man, I gotta tell you, I need the bye week though, because my lungs, they need a break. I'm smoking like a chimney. Then I'll get done. I'll go upstairs. You know, I walk in the room. My wife will go, oh my God, it's so horrible smell. It stinks here. It stinks here. And I'll go, hey, yo, baby, don't worry about the smell. Don't worry about it. Because this body was made to give you pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Matrimonial duties. Bing, bang, 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 boom. Done. Not that quick. Not that quick. If Pizzle's a 60-minute man, Philly 500's a 65-minute man. You know what I'm saying? We always outperform the Giants. This team is good, man. And you know what? Shout out to Driscoll. You know, having to play right tackle, because Lane goes out. And when Lane went out, things definitely got discombobulated, okay? But Driscoll, he was giving up some pressures and stuff like that, but he held his own. I mean, dude, Parsons finished with 0 sacks. I think he had 3 or 4 tackles. He had 1 tackle for a loss. That was it. They shut him down. They shut him down. You know what I mean? So shout out to Driscoll, because when Driscoll was out there, they started lining up Parsons right over Driscoll, and he held his own. You got to give him credit, man. No sacks. You got to, This team is something. I just think if they can just add like a little more aggressiveness and that, like, I don't know if it's the right word, killer instinct, but I feel like okay, like Nick Sirianni is the head coach. You have to have a feel like, listen, Dallas is out in the rope. They're out in the ropes. They're like this, right? Like a boxer. They're out in the ropes like this, right? And they're staggering. They're up and they're going like this. That was Dallas, and Nick Sirianni has to recognize that and go for the kill, because if you score a touchdown there, I think it would have taken any fight Dallas had left in them, But we gave them those little moral victories of held them to 3, then we held us to 3 again, and then a kickoff, and then slowly things build up, and then it takes a while to go get it going, which is unbelievable. You got to give Jalen Hurts a lot of credit. I mean, think about this, Jalen Hurts. This is another week in a row where Jalen Hurts, in a situation where the momentum has shifted, team hasn't done anything, you were doing really good, now all of a sudden everything's changed. He doesn't panic, he doesn't get worried, he doesn't try to play hero ball like WOOGIE. He didn't do any of that. He stayed calm, whatever. Fourth quarter, he has a 7 minute plus drive, and scores a touchdown to Devontae Smith. I mean, that was such a big answer. He did the same thing against the Arizona Cardinals. He's cool, he's calm, he's collective. I love the way he's playing. I do. And I think that the Eagles need to give him more. Give him more. Let him throw the ball a little more. I think maybe some of that had to do with Lane. But I also think that if you look at the past games, like I said, they've got to work on that. Now, I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm not complaining. This is like just a hey, for our information, it's a positive criticism. I'm trying to bring it to the attention so it won't happen, because I know Nick Sirianni's watching. I know Howard Roseman's watching. I know it because when I'm like, gotta trade for A.J. Brown, boom, trade for A.J. Brown. Hey, we gotta draft Davis. Hey, I think the Eagles are in on Hassan Reddick. Boom, Hassan Reddick. You know what I'm saying? So me and Howie, the little guy, Napoleon, we're copacetic, And my HBO series is coming along perfectly. And I can't say that, somebody in the chat, I forget who it was, but they named the series Perfect. So I can't say that it was my idea for the name of the series that's coming to HBO. But it's going to be called WOOGIE Nights. WOOGIE Nights. And it's all about Carson Wentz has a concussion. About this quarterback. We'll call him Wentz Carson. And he has this concussion in a playoff game versus a team called Seattle. And then he goes in the locker room, and the little GM, we'll call him Napoleon. He comes in with his hat, his pencil protector, his calculations of cornbread, and he's sitting there. And he goes, you got to get back in the game. And he goes, I can't, I have a concussion. And then he says, I don't give a shit if you have a concussion. I will take my foot and I will stick it so far up your rear, you're going to get out there. You think I trade all these picks for this? You think I got rid of Nick Foles for this? I will take you to task. And then, while he's getting yelled at, Woogie's looking at him, and he's like, big bumps are coming up here, and they're just forming all over, Woogie bumps. And then his wife's crying, you're talking to my husband, And then it's such an embarrassing thing for this quarterback, Wentz Carson. He goes and he hires the mob to assassinate the GM. And the problem is when he tells the mob that who he wants to assassinate, he has a concussion. So he gets confused and he gives them his own name. And then the GM's like, the hell with it, I'm going to assassinate this guy too. So you have 2 people trying to kill the quarterback. And the quarterback's trying to figure this out. It's HBO Max coming 2023. WOOGIE Nights. You'll see. Then he goes to Indianapolis, and he's out in Indianapolis, and he realizes that there's just, all they do for fun is like they go cow tipping, and they're cow tipping. Then he gets traded to Washington, and it's just a disgusting disaster over there. You'll see, it's a great show. It's gonna be fun. Woogie Nights, 2023. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, I gotta give it to him, man. He stayed cool, calm, and collective, and he did what he had to do. When there was no momentum, there was nothing going, and the Eagles were, on their heels a little bit. He stayed calm. He went down, big drive, scored a touchdown. That really deflated Dallas. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he had 2 interceptions. Where's he got? How many interceptions has he got? 3 this year already in 6 games. He's a player. He's a player. It's taken him time to adjust, but I think he's getting better every week. And look at his toughness, man. The guy hurt his hand. I don't know if it's broken. I don't know what it was. But he stayed in there. He made a great interception. So, to me, I really like that kid a lot. You're going to have to keep some guys here, man. You've got to keep guys. You got to keep Bradbury. You got to keep Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You got to keep these guys. Maybe even Edwards. I thought Edwards actually... I like Edwards. He's been really good, but I thought this was his worst game this year. I thought he had his worst game of the year. It is what it is. You're not going to have a great game every time. What's so great about this Eagles team, and I keep reminding myself is this team's 6-0. They're 6-0, and they haven't even played their best football yet. They haven't played a full 60-minute game, and they're beating the crap out of teams so bad in the first half. Teams can't recover even when they try to make a run. It's unbelievable. I think that in a few weeks, by December, this team's gonna be rolling, man. And yes, we got Dallas Cowboys Christmas Eve. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. I don't like that it's on Christmas Eve, by the way. The reason I don't like it, it's because Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, you don't mess with me. I don't. Every job I've ever had, I said, I don't do Christmas Eve. I don't do it. I don't work. Nope. Christmas Eve, 4 o'clock comes. Well, 4 o'clock my time. And once that Christmas story starts playing on 24-hour, I get myself some eggnog. I sit back and I just start drinking, start pounding eggnog. You know what I mean? Even maybe throw a little juice in it sometimes, on Christmas Eve. And I sit back and I chill. This year, I got to stream the Eagles. So we better not lose. Now, fortunately for me, the Eagles game will be over at 4. I'll probably run out here and do my victory celebration cigar and then go do my eggnog. Or I'll wait till the celebration video until after Christmas. I don't know. But Christmas, I can't wait. There's some interesting Christmas stuff coming up too. See, I like Christmas movies. I like them. My favorite one ever is A Christmas Story. That's my favorite Christmas movie. Followed by probably National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's up there. I like Elf. Die Hard, people always say, is a Christmas movie or not? It's both. You can watch Die Hard any time of the year. But Christmas movies, you can't watch, when it's not Christmas. I don't believe in Christmas in July. I think that's propaganda. That's Mark Holmes propaganda. I don't like it. And if you've never watched a Philly 500 victory celebration cigar, this is what we do. I come out here and I'm just a stream of consciousness. I say what I'm thinking, I'm feeling. It's a chance to just kind of chill back from the day of football, relax, calm down, and just talk like friends, 2 friends sitting there smoking a stogie. I'm a stream of consciousness in this. That's why I can go from here to here to there to here to there. Because some new people to my channel are like, dude, you're all over the place in these videos. Yeah, but that's what it's about. Stream of consciousness, baby. Stream of consciousness. I don't know why Jordan Davis played. He looked like he was playing in the first half. He looked like he was playing good. I was noticing him. But he didn't play much in the second half. I wonder if he was hurt or something. I don't know if he was. But I think he needs more snaps. He needs more reps. He's got to get more reps, The other thing I want to see the Eagles do I want to get Quez Watkins going a little bit. I want to get, you realize the Eagles have not thrown a deep ball since the Washington game? They haven't gone deep. I would have liked to see them test out Dallas's corners just a little more than they did. But it is what it is. We're 6-0. We're 6-0. In the past, Eagles teams like this, they would blow these kind of games. They would. Not anymore. They're winning. And Jalen Hurts, another check off the list. Beat Dallas. He did it. I knew they could beat Dallas. Dallas defense is not as good as they act like it was. Oh, we're like the 85 Bears, 91. I was listening to Mark Holmes' stream this morning. I was getting everything ready, and they were talking about how the teams can't score 13 points on them. They average 13, but the Eagles aren't going to be able to move the ball. Who do the Eagles got that can move the ball? Well, you saw it. It's because of the first half, they ran all over that defense. I think it was perfect. Giants are going to be tough. The Giants are good. They're well coached. And I'll say this: if the Eagles pull what they pulled today against Dallas, if they pull against the Giants will win. Because the Giants have been coming back and winning. They know how to win late. They know how to come back. So the Eagles have to get this figured out. And they will. I thought Miles Sanders had a good game. I think he had 17 carries, like 79 yards, something like that. Averaged 3.9 yards carrying a touchdown. I think Miles needs more carries. I think he could have gotten a little more carries. And I want to see Trey Sermon, and let me reiterate. I'm not complaining about the Eagles. I'm only giving constructive criticism, positive criticism. Just things that we have to work out, so it doesn't become a problem later on. I never had any doubt for a minute the Eagles were not going to win this game. I knew they were going to win this game. I knew it was going to get close, and they would pull away because that's what they've done all year, and they lived up to it. When this team starts playing 60 minutes of football, forget about it. And listen, it's October. We beat Dallas. It's a giant win for October, but it's not November. It's not December. So we've got to play better football, and we will. By November, December, I don't think these issues will be a problem. And I'm so curious to see who will the Eagles get at the trade deadline. That's what I want to know. But anyways, Eagles win. I'm chilling, man. I don't know what else to say. They're 6-0, and I love this team. 6-0. The bye week couldn't come at a better time. Literally, all our offensive linemen are banged up. Malata, Diggerson, Kelsey, Sayamalu was banged up with those guys last week, and then today, Lane Johnson. So, I think the bye week's at the perfect time. We need to rest up, get healthy, and I think that we need to be very, very cautious or keep a close eye on Howie Roseman this week, because bye week, trade deadline's a few weeks away. This is a perfect time to make a move. But the Eagles are 6-0. I love you guys, all of you out there. Thank you for all the support. And I'm going to sit here and finish my stogie and think about the HBO Max series that's coming, Woogie Nights. It's going to be fun. Dingbat Man is out, a.k.a. the Dark Guido, White Rerun. You know all the names. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Eagles are 6-0. Enjoy it. Love it. And hey, we still covered the spread. We played one half of good football, and we still covered the spread. How about that? Stop it late. Don't go off late. Don't go off. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. One more thing. Check this out. I brought it back this week. My Zippo. I brought it back on Friday. I couldn't find it before I came out here. As soon as I finished filming the video, my wife came out and go, "Oh, I found your lighter. Here it is, right here." She's still up, and she says I'm too loud. She's trying to go to sleep. She's got to get to work early. But so do I. What are you going to do? Cigar videos must be done. Matrimonial duties must be done. Man, I tell you what, if any children are conceived tonight, I'm naming them Jalen or Jaylina. You know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington out.